So remember when I said I was back and then I waited another like 4 weeks to post another video? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a very unexpected haul video. Because honestly, I didn't think I bought this many books. Like, I had an idea that I had bought a lot of books this past quarter of the year. Didn't realize there was quite so many, to the point where I actually just placed a book outlet order this morning because I was like, I've bought some books, but they're not that many. It's fine. They have a Conjuring of Light in there. I want that. There's almost like 30 books here. So basically last year I barely bought any books. And this year I guess I decided to desquitarme and just buy all the books that I've been missing out on. Plus also I did read like 24 books this quarter, so in my mind this is all leveling out. I know you guys don't care about this, but I need to like justify this in my head, you know, to like not feel as guilty for it. It's dumb, I know, but it's... Anyway, to the haul. My bangs are really long, by the way. I'm sorry if they're gonna be like all over the place. I went to... Oh, I just realized I forgot one book. Hold on. I went to my favorite used bookstore and I traded in a few books. The first one is the paperback of Anna and the French Kiss, just because I wanted to have the matching set. The other two books I have them in paperbacks with like the new covers, and I have the original hardback, The Paletero Man. You can hear the bells. Señora, apúrese por favor. I also picked up two Cinda Williams China books. These, honestly, I'm gonna blame Reagan from Peru's Project. I know that this is like one of her favorite authors of all time, and as someone who is a big lover of fantasy, I can't believe I have not read these at all. I think this one is from her first series, and then this one is kind of like one of the spin-offs. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure which order I should read them in. Like, should I read them in order of like publication date? Is that the best way to do this? I don't know how this works. I've never read her, so if you guys have any recommendations or suggestions of how to read this, please let me know. I went to Target and they had like this huge sale section, and I picked these books up for like $3 or $4. And the first one is Kill the Boy Band by Goldie Moldavsky. I actually already started reading this. I actually DNF'd it, and I will soon sell it back to my used bookstore. It just wasn't for me. I also picked up Sing by Vivi Green. I remember seeing a lot on BookTube and like Instagram when it first came out, and from what I heard, it's kind of like the main character is very much inspired by like Taylor Swift, in which like she wears red lipstick and like she makes music that like everybody falls in love with and stuff like that. So that sounded appealing, and it was only like $3, so I got it. I haven't read it yet though. So during that same trip, actually why I ended up going to Target to begin with was to pick up A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J Maas, because the price on Amazon had dropped to like below $10, I think. I told myself the only time I was gonna buy this was when it fell below $10. So since Target does price matching, I decided to go and get it. And now I have the third one. I started rereading the first book, so I'm hoping to kind of marathon this trilogy. And I was gonna say finally be over it, like kind of just finish it, but it's continuing on. It's never gonna end. I don't know how I feel about it. Did I pick anything else up at Target just to get it out of the way? I don't think so. Let's move on to the book depository. Okay, so the first of things I picked up there is Queens of Geek by Jen Wilde. I picked this up actually because I had finished reading Geekerella, and I was very much in the mood for like more nerdy girl like romances, and I've heard amazing things about this one. Basically it takes place at a convention as well. Very much like VidCon, I believe, because I think one of the main characters, yeah, she's a vlogger and an actress, and then her best friend, and both of them I think end up kind of falling in love in this convention, and I'm guessing there's a lot of hijinks. There's also really great representation. I believe one of the characters is bi, if I'm correct. Please correct me if I'm wrong on that. I don't know, it just sounded really good. I've heard amazing things. I love the cover, like the bright pink hair thing. This is like my dream hair that I kind of tried to give myself a little bit, but my hair isn't as bleached, so it just kind of, this'll do. I'm pretty basic, so. I also picked up The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. I actually already read this one and I picked this up solely because of Chelsea. This is like her favorite book of all time. I think she's read it like 10 times by now probably, and she just loved it, and I was in the mood for like, you know, lighter, fluffier, contemporary stuff at the time. So I got this and I read it and I loved it. It's adorable. Like the bickering between these two is great. The romance, like just, it was good. This isn't a wrap up. I'm not supposed to be telling you guys what I thought about it, but I did read it. I did enjoy it. I recommend it. What else did I get on the book deposit? Oh, right, another one that, this is also one that I was very highly influenced by, like, people online. Namely, one person online wanted to read it since I first started BookTube, I think. I just kind of lost interest a little bit, but not recently. Like this, like I said, this is her favorite series of all time, or one of her favorite series of all time. She's also very much into like Ember and the Ashes, which like I understand that 100%. Elizabeth, I'll have her channel linked everywhere. She loves Red Rising, and I remember she was talking about it on Twitter. She was really excited, and you guys know me, if someone gets really excited about a series, like it just makes me want to read it like 200% more. I'm very easily influenced like that. I get excited when I see people getting excited, so I had to buy it. If you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, you know that I have very recently become obsessed with a very particular series that I have been trying to read for years, and I finally read and finished the first book, and then I read and finished the second book, and now I'm currently in the third book, and I'm dying, and I'm obsessed, and like I just the Darker Shade of Magic trilogy. So I picked up A Gathering of Shadows, which is the second book. I already finished it. As you can see, I very much loved it because that's a lot of tabs. And then I'm currently reading A Conjuring of Light. These are by V.E. Schwab. Also, I did not get this one from the Book Depository, but I want to mention it. I got the special edition black copy of A Darker Shade of Magic, which is the first book, because I do really want to own the US editions of the series. They are beautiful, but they're more expensive than the typical YA book. So, you know, I'm kind of waiting for those like price drops. Or for the Book Outlet to have them, which they actually have one of them, which is why I placed an order earlier today. This special edition is beautiful. It has gold embossed like Astravars thing on there. It's just, oh, it's so pretty. And then you have like a picture of my children, and these assholes, my children. He's kind of my least favorite child, but you know, I still love him. It's fine. And yeah, it's beautiful. It's a great series. I'm obsessed with it, and I just Then I went with my little brother to the library, checked out their little like bookstore section. I wasn't gonna get this, but it's 25 cents, and this may sound terrible, but I figured even if I don't end up reading it, I could trade it in at my used bookstore and get more than I paid for it, if that makes sense. It Ends with Us by Colleen Hoover. There's a lot of like really problematic shit with her stuff, and like, yeah, it's really like fast-paced and interesting to read sometimes, but like if I'm just gonna be pissed off at, like, I feel very iffy about her books in general. But like I said, it was 25 cents. Like, how do you pass up a book for 25 cents, you know? It's A Touch of Power by Maria V. Snyder. I actually already read this as well, and I really enjoyed it. If you're a fan of her Poison Study series, I think you would really like this. So it is about a girl who has the power to heal people with her hands, and basically the way that works is that she touches whoever is sick and she absorbs the illness, and her body kind of has the power to heal itself a little bit faster and stuff like that. Like, she can't heal every illness, but it's like this power that she has, and she is constantly on the run for fear of getting killed, basically, for this power that she has. There's like intrigue, there's obviously like political stuff, there's sexy romance because it's Maria V. Snyder. Of course there's like a really good romance action going on in this, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Again, this is not a review. Why am I reviewing this? This was a good book. I bought it. I'm not happy that I got ripped off by the seller, but I got that. Next, what do I have? ¿Qué voy a hacer? Okay, Barnes & Noble. So Barnes & Noble, I love them, but they don't have like the cheapest stuff, let's be honest. But recently online they had a really good sale, and I decided to pick up a few books. The first of which, wait, no, I picked this one up on Amazon. Never mind. Okay, this is ripped. Why is this ripped? No! It's Lucky in Love by Casey West. You guys know I love Casey West. She has become one of my go-to for like the fluffy romance contemporary novels. They're just so fun, they're so fast paced, they're just cheesy and lovable, and I just love them. And this one is one of her most recent ones. I believe she buys like a lottery ticket on her 18th birthday and she ends up winning, and there's obviously like a romance involved because it's Casey West, but I'm also really interested to see like what would happen, like how do friend dynamics change, like the relationship, how does that change? Like obviously if you become like a millionaire overnight, especially if you just turned 18, like can you imagine? Actually I think that would be a problem that I would like to have. Also, this is her newest release. Right now she's pumping out like 2 books a year, which like I'm not bad about, let's be honest. This is her most recent one, and this is Love, Life, and List by Casey West. I love lists, I love romance, I love Casey West. Like this book is made for me. The reason why I haven't really been pushing myself to start on these anytime soon, because I'm just waiting for like when it's hot so I could have like my air conditioning blasting and just a cone of ice cream as I read them, you know. Next up, I picked up Autobiography by Christina Lauren. I'm gonna be honest, this is one of those books where I picked up because I saw a lot of people being very, very excited about it. I don't even remember what it's about. I just remember it's a romance. It had really great reviews. Okay, so bisexual teen temporarily back into the closet. He has 1 semester to go and he takes like this writing seminar in Utah where he falls in love with like the teacher in that sense. Which I don't know how I feel about that, you know, like positions of power, falling in love with teachers thing, but I have heard really good things about it in general, and I think the representation's pretty good. Don't quote me on that. But you know, I've heard, like I said, I've heard good things, so I was excited. I'm pretty sure I needed like 1 more book to get the free shipping for this order, so I asked for recommendations and this one was like very, very highly recommended. Moving on to the main reason why I placed that order to begin with. It always starts out with 1 book, and then if you're cheap like me, like you don't want to spend like an extra $6 on shipping when that could be like a book or like at least half of a hardback. So of course I have to get more books to get that free shipping, and then I end up with like 5 books and then like a $35 order, which is, it's fine. The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I will say I haven't started it because I was waiting for the hype to die down a little bit so I wouldn't have like, you know, what everybody thought about it kind of like screaming in my head as I was reading it. And also I was waiting for the audiobook hold on my library, which is finally about to come through any day now because I am now officially hold number 1. Hello. Yes, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, like it's so pretty. These are all from Amazon. To Kill a Kingdom by Alexa Christo. When I first read the synopsis for this, I knew I had to have it because it sounds like the dark Little Mermaid retelling of my dreams. This is about she's not a mermaid actually, I think she's a siren. It's like mermaids are kind of seen as the more like beautiful, like yeah sure they'll lure men into their deaths or whatever, but they're kind of like beautiful and graceful, whereas the siren, it's like no, they're like like out to kill you. They're a lot darker, I guess, if you were to kind of compare the two. Main protagonist is a siren and she is cursed, I think, to walk the earth as a human, and she has to team up with the prince, the human who she hates, and I guess like a romance takes place. And also I really love that this is like just a standalone, like I don't have to wait years and years and years for the conclusion, like I can just read it, enjoy it, I'm done, it's over. So very excited about it. Next is another one. I actually got this one right after finishing Geekerella because it is Heart of Iron by Ashley Poston. I think it's Poston. She is, by the way, the author of Geekerella. This is very, very different from Geekerella, but I was just, you know, stalking her Goodreads profile, as you know any good book nerd would do, and I realized that she had another book coming out. It's very different from Geekerella, obviously, but I read that it is basically like an Anastasia retelling in space, and I was like, wait, okay, like what Anastasia, like anything Anastasia. Yes, I did not grow up with Disney movies in my life, okay? I just didn't. But Anastasia, that is like my fucking bitch. I love her. I love that movie. If you watch the Spanish version of it, Thalia, that song, That was like in my life for so long. I still love that song to death. I knew her from Timbiriche before, like my mom has been a fan forever, but you know, it's always like one of those people that like your parents listen to and like it's fine, and then as soon as like she sang Anastasia, I was like, you're amazing, you're gonna sing every freaking song. And then she came out with, what's that song? It's super sad. I can't think of it right now because I have the Anastasia song in my head, but it's like, oh my god, I'm singing the whole song but I can't think of the title. Cuánto te amo. No me enseñaste a vivir sin ti. There you go. That song. That one. I was too young to have those feelings. How fucking dare you? But also like I said, she's amazing. So anyway, long story short, this all started with Anastasia. Every time I think of Anastasia, like I inevitably think of Thalia. Like, and it's all because of that song. But anyway, Anastasia retelling in space. Yes. I got this on a whim. It was $5. I had to get it. Paper Princess by Aaron Watt. I already read this. It's a new adult romance. Very much reminded me of a novella. Don't know what else to say about this. It was $5. I decided to get it, and then I read it in like a day because it was really addictive. And again, this is not a review, so moving on. Also picked up 3 Dark Crowns. Amazing things I've heard about this. What? Who am I? Yoda is Yoda, right? I've heard really good things about this. And recently I've been kind of debating whether or not I wanted to buy it. It's a little stained. As much as I love the look, it's so easy to get them dirty with anything. I've seen this around obviously for a while. The premise interested me, but I was never like, oh my god, I have to have it, until I saw Kat. She posted a haul and she talked about this because basically it's like triplet queens who, I think when they turn 17 they have to like kill each other, and only the survivor will be the ruler or whatever. And it's apparently this ancient tradition that just has happened for however many years in this world. And I was like, okay, that actually sounds interesting. What have I been doing not getting this? So I got it. And another one that like the audiobook hold is about to come into my life pretty soon, so I'm probably gonna get to this soon. Next, another one that has been super hyped, but I had to have it because it was described as perfect for any fan of like Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is like anything that gets even remotely compared to that, yes. And also apparently it has amazing like sibling relationships. I think particularly like sister relationships, which I don't have sisters, I have 2 brothers, but you know, I'm all for like female relationship empowerment, and I've just heard amazing things about this freaking book in general. So of course I had to pick it up, and it is Children of Blood and Bone. Also it's set in Africa, and like characters are obviously like black, and it's, I don't know, like I've just heard amazing things about it and I'm super excited. Plus also, hello, like, and you guys know I'm a sucker for like beautiful end pages and maps, and it looks really cool, and I'm just very, very excited to get into this. I saved them for last because they were like the best unexpected surprise for me. I picked up Daughter of the Pirate King on Amazon because I think at the time it was like $6. It was $5.99. I needed another book for free shipping. I'd heard good things about this. I was like, you know what, it has pirates, sure, bring it on. Like, it's not my favorite cover, but it's $6. I've heard good things. I need the free shipping, so let's do it. Around the same time I actually got the audiobook as well. You'll notice this is like a thing for me. I have the physical copy, but I enjoy listening and reading kind of simultaneously. I take turns, and it's just easier for me at this point in time when I have trouble focusing, okay? I started listening to the audiobook, and oh my god, this has become a new favorite. Honestly, to the point where like as soon as I finished this, I ordered this. It's the sequel. There's only 2 books. It's only a duology. Both of them are out. If you want a fun, fast-paced, like action-packed series with like a badass character and like badass ladies, more so in this one than in this one, but like just, yes, like Aloja is like incredibly smart and feisty, and like she gets shit done. It was really good. Really enjoyed these 2. Again, not a review, but I love them and I want more people to read them, so give it a chance. I know the cover isn't It's not my favorite. I definitely like this one a lot more than this one, but they're not my favorite covers. But the story is what matters, guys, and the story is so good. So I got 3 books sent to me by publishers, the first of which is one that has already come out. I just haven't read it yet because, like, again, I'm trash. We know this. Hashtag Pretty Boy Must Die by Kimberly Reed. This is actually like the arc of it. The cover's different. I'll put it on top. It did sound really interesting to me. It's basically like a spy action version of like the Alex from Target thing. Next I got The Tombs. This one is basically historical, takes place in New York, and it has magic. So, you know, that sounds like something I would like, especially because I'm pretty sure I said yes to this right around the time where I finished A Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, which I also really enjoyed. And this, it's not even like similar to it, but it gave me vibes, and I was like, yeah, please, I want more of that. So I said yes to it. And then just recently I was sent this, which is The Summer of Broken Things by Margaret Patterson Haddix. Okay guys, I think that is it. Those are all the books that I have picked up since January. And since I said that, actually I just realized that I did pick up a few books in Mexico, but oh god, do I want to share them. I know I picked up another one, De Leyendas, but I can't remember where I put it. So Gabriel García Márquez, Cien Años de Soledad. I picked it up while I was in Mexico. I found it, I saw it, I was like, okay, if I'm gonna read Gabriel García Márquez, I need to read him in the original Spanish. That's my last book. So those are all the books that I picked up in 2018 so far. Like I said, I am gonna have another book haul probably soon because I did place another order on the Book Outlet and on Thrift Books. So that's gonna be it for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. I don't know how else to end this. Like, have you read any of these books? Do you think I should push any of them up my TBR? Let me know. I would love to hear from you. So yeah, I'm gonna cut it before I ramble on again because this is gonna be a very long video. So that's gonna be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.